On the 11th of October in the year 1138, a massive earthquake struck the city of Aleppo in Syria, modern-day Syria, and back then it was part of the Zengid Empire. The earthquake is considered to be one of the greatest natural disasters of all time. It had a magnitude of 7.4 to 7.6 and a maximum Mercalli intensity of X. To put that into perspective, an intensity of 7 or 8 is considered to be damaging, so a maximum intensity of 10 means total damage. The epicenter of the quake was close to the city of Aleppo, so the city took the full force of the earthquake. But what made this disaster so deadly wasn't the quake itself, but what followed afterwards. You see, back in those days, there was no such thing as an early warning system, and because of this, people didn't have much time to react when the quake struck. They were caught off guard. Buildings collapsed, entire families were wiped out, and tens of thousands of people lost their lives. According to historians, about 250,000 people died in the initial quake, but that number would soon rise dramatically. You see, following the quake, fires broke out all across the city, and soon the entire city was a burning inferno. People desperately ran for the hills, but there was nowhere to escape to. The earthquake had caused a lot of destruction outside of the city as well. The roads leading out of Aleppo were blocked by fallen rocks and trees. People were trapped in the city with no way out. To make things worse, the fires attracted the attention of nomadic tribes who lived on the outskirts of the city. These tribes saw the fires, smelled the smoke, and thought that someone had lit them up. So they grabbed their weapons and headed towards the city, pillaging and looting all the while. By the time the dust had settled and the fires had died down, more than 360,000 people were dead. Entire families had been wiped out. The death toll was so high that mass graves had to be dug. Aleppo was once considered to be one of the largest and wealthiest cities in the world. It was known as the City of Jasmine because of its many perfumeries. But after the earthquake, it was a shadow of its former self. All the great buildings were reduced to rubble, and the once proud citizens of Aleppo were left homeless. The people of Aleppo were already struggling to cope with the aftermath of the earthquake when more quakes followed. In total, there were 3 major quakes, and these quakes created a domino effect of destruction. The first quake had a magnitude of 7.5, and it devastated Aleppo. Then there was a quake with a magnitude of 7.2, and it hit the city of Antioch. And finally, there was another quake, this time with a magnitude of 7.3, and it struck the city of Lasika. All throughout history, there has never been a sequence of earthquakes that caused so much destruction. Even though the quakes hit different cities, the damage was widespread. More than 390,000 people lost their lives and millions of people were left homeless. It was a disaster of unprecedented proportions. The people of Syria and Turkey were already struggling to cope with the aftermath of the earthquake. When the nomadic tribes attacked, the tribes stole everything they could get their hands on, killing anyone who tried to stop them. It was absolute anarchy. It took years for Aleppo to recover from this disaster. Most of the city was rebuilt by the 12th century, but it would never be the same again. This earthquake is one of the worst natural disasters in human history. It devastated entire cities and left millions of people homeless. It was a true test of the human spirit and a reminder of the awesome power of nature. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like. If you want to watch more videos like this, click the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.